Hi everyone! Billy couldn't wait.
So, well, this is actually still going to go up on the Monday.
It's still gonna go up on Monday, but we're recording it a day early.
Yeah, we're actually recording this Saturday night because that way afterwards I will be able to watch the finale, like right after. Literally, I have my camera here. I have literally
You're, like,
everything set up. So,
ready.
like, as soon as we end this, I'm fucking going, and we're going. Which means if you are listening to this on Monday, odds are my finale reaction is already up, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? Why is this up?" Well, now you know. I'm explaining it now.
This
Yes, I can't wait. I just need to know. I can't go another week stressing. Like my anxiety's going through the roof. Literally waiting one day has already got me like so stressed.
Like, you just couldn't.
I can't. My biggest fear is I'm gonna see like a spoiler or something. That's my biggest fear.
True. Have you seen any up to this point?
I mean, I saw the Vegas P thing way early on, but like, I'm just like, I'm still like, I feel like I'm gonna like see something like just like randomly and like, I don't know. It's just gonna. I don't know. So that's why that's my biggest fear. That's why I want to do this earlier. Because the waiting thing, while it would suck, I could still manage to wait because I know everyone else who watched this as it was coming out waited a week like you did. Like, because you had no choice.
I had no choice. I was stuck there for a week after throwing shit at my TV, for real.
Yo, we'll get there. But yeah, no, same. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, how was your week, Emma?
It was alright. I managed to turn next week's 20-hour week for my work into a 30-hour, and the week after I managed to turn that from a 22 into a 32. So
nice.
Monet.
Yes.
So that's a plus. The manager that I hate is on vacation for a week, so honestly I'm having a wonderful time.
Better. That's great.
It's a great time. I'm having a lovely day.
Okay, that's great. That's awesome, actually.
That's
always the best.
It's fantastic. Also, before this, I had dinner. I had my last pack of carbonara ramen noodles, and I did it better this time.
Yes, with bacon?
Yes, I did. I put bacon on it this time. I put less water, so it was less watery. It was, beautiful.
Oh, it looked
gorgeous.
Good.
And now I have no more.
Oh.
I'm sad now. Unless I want to order, like, more for, like, $40, and I don't want to do that.
$40 is a lot for food.
I'm sure it was $40. I don't remember. I kind of want to look it up. How much was my ramen? How was your week, by the way, while I look this up?
It was fine, yeah. I mean, I did go to my uncle's funeral, so that happened. So that's not fun.
No, that's not
but, my friends actually invited me to go to Vegas with them in November.
Are you serious? That's awesome!
So they're going to an adult concert, and they had an extra ticket.
Heck yeah.
And they're like, hey, want to go? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So
dang, Adele? I've never seen Adele.
I'm not the biggest fan of Adele. I know her like big songs like Rolling in the Deep and like all those. Like I know those songs. So every time we hang out until then, they're gonna just constantly play Adele. So I learned the songs.
Listen to this.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be fun going to Vegas again.
Yeah, it's a great time in Vegas.
Yeah. Good news is I'm actually going with like people now, so I'm not just gonna be by myself. Where I can actually feel like I can be more like loose and like. You know, I actually do things other than sit in my hotel room and go to the fucking merch store. Like
exactly, do some Vegas things.
Yes, I will do Vegas-y things.
Not just some BTS things, but some Vegas-y things.
Yes.
It'd be fun. And I was exactly right. 41-28 was my.
Wow.
I don't know how I did that. I never remember things with numbers. But
weren't you good at numbers?
Yes, I am good at numbers, to be fair.
Okay.
I'm good at numbers, but my memory will make me not remember numbers. I'm so good at numbers that there's so many numbers in here that, like, when I try and think of a number of a specific thing that happened a while back, there's too many numbers in here to pick out certain numbers.
Oh, jeez.
So, I also have been thinking of numbers for the last, like, 3 weeks, trying to plan out how much money I need for my trip, so I'm shocked I remembered that.
Okay, well, that's good.
I remembered something. What a shocker. Who would have thought? But I did. Anyway.
Anyway,
KinnPorsche.
Episode 13.
Episode 13. And I gotta say, a lot of the shots, like, not shots, but, like, a lot of the scenes in this episode were shot really beautifully. Like,
They were.
They were well done.
Like, this is just the ones that come to mind, but the Vegas Pete scenes, like the one outside the bar and the one right before Pete leaves.
Yeah.
Both of them were shot wicked good.
Dude, you were crying.
I literally started tearing up during the first one. I was like, holy, like, it hit! It got me! Like, I got attached! I knew this was gonna happen too.
About Vegas Pete, I will give them this. They're going about it the right way. Because I'm always like, Stockholm Syndrome. And I feel like they saw that and they used that. They didn't just go like, no, it's not Stockholm Syndrome. They were like, yeah, it kind of is, but there's something else there too. But like,
yes.
So in this episode, he was very much like, we'll get to it more like when the scene comes around, but he was like, I don't feel like a human here. Like, I feel like dehumanized. I feel useless. And I was like, good, they're touching on that. Good, because it needs to be touched on. So they aren't like sugarcoating it. They are for real going, no, this is extremely toxic, and this is what we're doing to fix it.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the first time with KinnPorsche. Like there was talk stuff there, and then they talked about it, they fixed it, they worked through it, and now there's another issue at the end of this episode that we'll get to, that I hope gets fixed the next episode. I have a theory how it can be fixed. I talked about it in my reaction, but I also I'm gonna bring up here too.
I literally told my mom, I was like, Mom, I was watching Billy's reaction and he's losing his mind.
No, because I know this time I have evidence though. I have an evidence with my theory.
Oh.
And I'll bring it up when we get there.
I think I know of what the no, wait, no, I don't think I do. Never mind. All right, I'm excited to see.
Okay. Okay. But anyway, episode 13 starts off with Vegas and Pete in bed.
Yes, we basically like come back where we left off with them, kind of. It seems maybe.
So no, it's been a few days later.
How's
someone said because you can see Pete's wounds are a lot more healed than in the last episode.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
There's been time that moved on.
Wow, so they didn't just do it once.
No, they did not. Yeah, and then they talk. They have a nice little talk actually. Vegas said that all this time he thought he was a freak, and Pete said that if you just accept yourself and be true to who you are, that's like all you have to do. Like,
I feel that.
And good advice, Pete.
Good advice, Pete.
Vegas asks if that's what Pete does, and he says he just lives in the present, and whatever he feels is what he thinks about.
I like that. Like, I don't do that, but I like that.
I wish I could do that.
I wish I could do that.
But I can't, so I don't.
I look forward to too many things to be like, no, I'll just live here. My brain's just constantly going, but what about this new episode that's coming out next week? Oh, but what about the trip to Korea? Oh, but I'm always thinking in the future. I'm way ahead of it. So I wish I could just live in the present, just not think about the past or the future. But those are the only two things I do think about. Like, I don't think about the present.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah. And then Pete asks Vegas if he thinks that he's a good guy, and Vegas says he's just a fool for thinking like that. I mean, he makes some sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, despite the fact we were just talking about how great it is to live in the present, there's also times where you need to think about the future and the past as well. Like, you can't just think about one thing entirely. You need to think about all three, past, present, and future, at different times whenever you need to, too.
I wish my brain was equipped like that, because, like, in order to live in the present, you have to learn from the past. In order to look towards the future, you have to plan for it in the present. So, like, it's all coinciding at once. And I can't deal with that sometimes.
Nope.
There's only two things I can think about, or, like, one thing at a time, you know? Like, three things at once I can't do. Like, if I'm thinking for the future, I'm not living in the present. I'm just working. I'm just mindlessly working.
Yeah. Then we have Kinn and Porsche, and Kinn asks if Porsche is okay now that they've kind of, like, talked, and they said, like, no more secrets, and they kind of are moving this new step, and also Porsche's now back to being the bodyguard again.
He is back, yes.
Yeah. And Porsche's kind of like, like he doesn't say yes, but he's like,
he doesn't seem all there, but like he's like, yeah, totally.
Yeah. And then the two go to eat with corn, and then Porsche starts flashing back to what his uncle said about not trusting anyone in the main family and the picture and how everything coincides.
Yeah, also Kinn says something in this one part that made me go, huh? Kinn was like talking to his dad. He's like, yeah, we're okay now. We've worked past it. And I'm like, well, what do you mean we? There's only one person at that table who had to work past whatever the fuck your dad was talking about, and it's Porsche. You didn't have to work past anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that is a bit weird. He could have been talking about the honesty thing, like
maybe
being more honest, because like obviously Porsche had lied to him in the past. He said his name was John when they first met. Like
that true.
Porsche wasn't entirely honest either. But yeah, no, it definitely did sound a bit weird coming from Kinn, especially. Then Porsche asked if Corn likes to eat the fresh fish ma soup that is being served to them, and he says it's good for his health. And I did look this up. It does seem to be good for your health. I didn't go too much in detail, but I did see that it did say it was good for your health. So, and Porsche points out it's a coincidence that his dad liked that too.
Huh, how about that? Whoa, what an interesting coincidence.
Yep. And then Porsche even says, you and my dad have a lot in common.
He's fishing for something. He really is.
I mean, learning what we know at the end, he's kind of fishing up the wrong tree, sort of.
Yeah.
It's not his dad.
Yeah, it's not
exactly.
Dad, is it?
But he had in the right mindset. Then we see Vegas is like preparing a meal for Pete. And I just thought it was really sweet that he was doing this. Like we saw the effort he was going into to make Pete a dinner.
There was quite a bit of
lunch or whatever.
I do also want to say whatever the fuck it was, it looked good.
It did.
I wanted to eat it. I have been so hungry this week. And so every time I look at any food, I was like, ooh. But this, especially, I don't know what it was, but I was like, damn. Like I want to eat that immediately.
Yeah. I don't know what it was either, but I know that Vegas was following like a actual like recipe. Like you could hear the voice of
whatever the recipe was. Like I want to eat that. What is it? And does anyone know what that is? Because I want to eat it. I'll make it. I don't care.
Whatever it was looked really good. But no one gets to eat it. Because then Gunn comes in and smacks the plate away.
Honestly, he did that. I was like, excuse you. Why wouldn't you just eat it? Okay, at least put it to good use. Alright? It looks delicious, and now it's gone.
Gunn's an asshole. I fucking hate him.
Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this, but like, I rewatched this episode at work. Because you were like, we gotta record it tonight, and I was like, I haven't rewatched it. Fuck. And so at work, I had it like hidden behind like all the little like sizing stubs for all the clothes, and I can only see the captions because my phone screen was darkened, but I was following along. Trying not to make sure a manager saw or anything, but because my main manager was gone, I was like, awesome, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
But I was like watching it, and then like the pool scene came up, and I just fast forwarded real quick. So I was like, I don't know who's gonna walk by.
Yeah, just skip through that. You already know what happened in that. Just skip through that.
Yeah, I know what happens. I'll just fast forward, because like if someone walks up and goes, "Can I have this sizing step?" and they see just that, I don't think I would either live that down or be able to keep a job after that.
That would be so awkward. Like that. Oh god, I can't even imagine.
Bad. I was
that
like,
would
just
brutal.
Like, kept pausing and watching and pausing and watching, trying to keep up. Because I was like, I watched a little bit with your reaction, but like I had to watch the rest and try to get as much as I could in. So like that was my way of rewatching it today, because I didn't have time after I got off of work.
Okay. Then Gunn tells Vegas that the main family is coming for him, and Vegas asks what he wants him to do about it. Like he tells him to stay here, and then he also expects him to do things as well. Like
what? No.
He's contradicting himself. And yeah, then Gunn says that Vegas is just as stupid as his mother, and he shouldn't even be his son.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck happened with his mother? Because like,
that's why I said I literally said, what happened to his mother? What happened to Kinn's mother, too? What happened to the mothers?
We haven't seen the mothers anywhere. Like, they're just gone. Like, all the mothers are gone.
Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like...
If you really think about it, all the mothers really are fucking gone, because even if we go into Pete, he lives with his grandmother. No one's mother's around!
And we only heard about his father.
No one's mother's around, man.
This is gonna sound really fucked up, but knowing Corn and Gunn the way we know them, is it possible they just find a woman to have children with and then, like, kill them off?
Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe, my thought is maybe, like, the director wanted you to focus more on Porsche's mother's storyline with this whole thing, and so maybe they, like, took the other mothers out of it.
True.
Could have been. I don't know.
I don't know, but... yeah, I'm very concerned about the lack of mothers in this fucking show.
Yeah, I know, there's not many mothers, is there? Just a
I don't think there's a single mother except...
issues.
Yeah, daddy issues. We have lots of daddy issues.
Wholesome
no mothers. And then Vegas says that he didn't even want to be his son.
Honestly, I wouldn't either.
No, same. But then Gunn twists his ring around so that the top part is, like, on his, like, front hand thing. And then slaps Vegas with it.
And I realized this, I was like, oh, he's turning his ring around so it doesn't hurt as much when he punches him. But no, he slapped him, which means he turned the ring around so that it hurts more.
That's why I knew he was doing the second he was doing that. I'm like, I know what you're doing, do not fucking do this. And then he fucking did it, and I was pissed.
Oh, damn. Like, honestly, and you could see the red on his face afterwards as well. Like,
oh, yeah, his face was, like, red. I was like, fuck, like, I hope Gunn dies next episode.
Honestly, mood. Like, he's a terrible person.
He sucks.
He sucks a lot.
He's trash. Then at the compound, Kinn asks Porsche what's been bothering him, because he can kind of tell that something's off, which I'm glad, because he's able to,
I'm glad
like,
that
pick
he's kind of in touch with his emotions and stuff like that. He's like, no, I can tell something's very wrong with you. And he is asking and he is curious, just to, you know, because he's worried about him, which I do appreciate seeing.
Yeah. And then Porsche says, like, he has something to tell him, but then he gets interrupted when someone says, oh, Kinn, Corn wants to talk to you, and he's like, okay. And then Porsche's like, oh, I'll tell you later, bye, and, like,
I wonder if he didn't get interrupted, if the whole, like, last few minutes of the episode would have happened. Or if we would have talked this out in the compound.
I don't know.
Because it all came about because, like, really, he didn't have anyone to ask about it, because he felt like it was bothering him.
I think Porsche wanted to talk to Kinn about it, but I think he also knows that Kinn is, like, really close with his dad. Yeah. And I feel like Kinn, he probably thought Kinn would bring it up to his dad, and I think he couldn't, which sounds bad, he couldn't trust Kinn not to tell his dad about it.
Yeah. I mean, like, he loves him, absolutely, but, like, it's just something that he had to do on his own, probably.
Yeah. Which makes sense later on why he goes to Vegas out of anyone. Like, Vegas is the only person who... we know he doesn't like his dad.
Yeah.
We know he doesn't like Corn. Like, Vegas is the only person who's so isolated from this family that he's the only one he can actually trust.
That's, like, part of that quote. I don't remember the exact quote, but it was like, you're the only one who's willing to, like, go against the main family.
I think it was you're the only one who won't be bought by the main family.
There you go. That's the one. That's the one. And I was like, absolutely true.
I mean, it is, like...
100%. I don't think that there's anyone else who wouldn't be bought by the main family. If there's money involved, I think everyone else would have been bought by them, or loyalty involved, then yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think Vegas would have easily been bought, so...
No. Then, Kinn goes to meet Corn, and Corn says that he postponed all his meetings and stuff, and suggests that Porsche and Kinn go away somewhere, like they go away on vacation or whatever, or like... And then Kinn says that he has something planned, but it's a surprise.
Ooh, I wonder what it is.
It's actually kind of sweet, but it's like more of a day trip than anything, I think. Like, it's like a...
Oh, are we talking to
like
the
grave?
What was that really planned?
I thought so. Because doesn't he need to get Shay to tell him where it is, and then?
Huh. Wow, I literally, that was so much of a not travel thing. I didn't think that was it.
Well, what else could it have been? I'm pretty sure the pool's in the compound.
I thought he mentioned it, and then it was never brought up again.
No, because I know before they go to the grave, Porsche is like, "Oh, are you ready to go to meetings?" And Ken's like, "Oh no, my dad canceled them all. I want to take you somewhere." And then they cut to the graveyard cemetery thing.
Oh, all right. So. I mean, it's sweet when he does, so I'll give it to him. But like,
it is. Later, Porsche returns to their room and asks Ken what he was talking about with Korn, and Ken just says it was general work stuff. And Ken asks Porsche what he wanted to tell him, and Porsche says it was just general work stuff.
Just some work stuff. Nothing big.
So much for no secrets since last episode.
Come on.
How long did that last?
1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Yep. We're back at the safe house, and Pete is in the room, and he's kind of saying he doesn't like it. As Vegas destroys a bunch of dishes in the other room, like he starts throwing shit around, and like he's frustrated, lashing out. And then Pete slaps himself, asking why he didn't say no.
See, this also goes back to the whole, like, Stockholm Syndrome thing, I'm just saying. Like, and I like that they're touching on it.
Yeah, so I think someone said that this wasn't about the sex or anything. It was talking about agreeing to be handcuffed again afterwards.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because later on in this scene, when we get to, like, there's a lot of, why Pete is handcuffed, and, like, he doesn't like that, and, like, it's more of being trapped rather than being here with them. Like, I feel like if Vegas didn't handcuff him again, and like Pete would have chose to stay. I genuinely believe he would have chosen to stay, like he did with after Shadow died and everything, and like he chose to stay, and like I think Vegas was just scared.
Would be, I don't know, is it a choice? But okay.
Yeah, and I think the reason Vegas decide to lock him up again is because he's scared. Like, everyone in his life has left him, whether they've died or who knows what happened to his mother, and his dad is a piece of shit. Like, he's got, like, abandonment issues.
This relationship is so toxic.
But it's so good, though. Like, it's so, like, it hits.
Oh, dear.
Like, God, the feels I get is so good. Then Vegas brings in Pete food, and Pete is immediately like, "Oh, your dad was here, wasn't he?"
Like, shit. Like, he knew from the food. Like, he was like, "Oh, this is that ramen you got me earlier. That was like, you know, not as good as like the stuff you've been giving me lately," which means something's wrong. And the only thing that could be wrong is definitely your dad.
Yeah. And Pete asks what happened to his face, and he like goes up to like look at him more with his hand, but then Vegas grabs his hand and tells him to leave it alone.
Back to being defensive again, I see.
Yeah, well, his fucking dad just beat the shit out of him, and like, like, he has reason to be. Like, his dad fucking sucks. He essentially said he shouldn't be his son. He's as stupid as his mother, who we don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, we don't know where she is. She's probably a great person because Gunn thinks she's stupid.
Honestly, it would suck if she, like, abandoned them and stuff, like...
Honestly, I wouldn't blame her, though. Like, if she was married to him...
No, I don't blame her, but why didn't she take the kids?
True, but maybe she felt like she couldn't. He may have had a tight leash on them. Who knows? If they were going to be his successors one day, he could have had a tight leash on them.
Yeah, but I still feel like if you're going to choose to leave yourself because you know this guy's toxic, you should try to get your kids out of there as well. Like, because otherwise you're kind of just saying, okay, fuck the kids, I'm out on my own, peace. Like,
true, but sometimes they may not have a choice. She could have...
I mean, yeah, no.
Honestly, with the way he's been acting, he could have been close to killing her if she decided to leave.
Honestly, I still think he did kill her. I'll be honest. I still go with my fucking, like, find a woman, have children, and then off the woman. They have no use anymore. Like,
honestly, could have happened. Not putting it back burner.
You know, like, it sounds fucked up, but, like, knowing Gunn and Korn and his whole mafia family business thing, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Okay. I see.
Pete asks if this is the way that Vegas is supposed to be living, and tells him to give himself up to the main family because Korn isn't cruel. Which I call BS on.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust that at all. I think Korn is very... I don't know. Okay. So I actually forgot to mention this earlier. But I'm very early on into the KinnPorsche novel.
Oh, really?
So what happened was, when we were talking about Nami and stuff last week, I tried to look for the English version of that, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I couldn't find it either. Like, I tried looking, I couldn't find it either.
Yeah. And then I saw, like, oh, KinnPorsche English translation, and I was like, oh. And I was like, maybe? And so I'm very early on that. I'm only a few chapters in. It's like Porsche's first day there or something.
Okay.
And the reason I bring it up is, I don't know if you want to get it's not really a spoiler, it's more just a character difference.
Yeah.
Okay. In the novel, Korn is a lot more aggressive.
Really?
Than in the show we've seen. Like, Korn up to this point have been very calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't really shown any emotion, really. Just like, oh, yeah, it's like very good. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the first time we see Korn in the novel, he's like screaming and like had just hit Pete. Like, he's like fucking screaming at the bodyguards for getting his son's kidnapped or whatever.
Holy shit.
And so I'm wondering if the novel Korn is somewhere in the series Korn, like as in like there's like some sort of like aggressiveness in him that we just haven't seen yet. And we've been trying to be allured and like kind of thrown off by this whole calm persona he's been giving us. So
interesting theory.
Yes, that's why I think, because I do not fucking trust Korn for a second.
I cannot wait to see your reaction for that.
Honestly, oh god, okay, we will talk more about going into my reaction at the end, because I have things to say, but...
I'm very pumped. Is it going to be up tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, I'll get up tonight.
You're like, no, I'm doing this tonight.
I'm getting it up tonight, don't worry. I will, or at the very least, like fucking 12:01 in the morning or something. Like, I will get it, I will not go to sleep until it is up.
Like,
I will say that much.
Happening.
Yes. Then Vegas says that his life is like this because of the main family, which
kind of true.
I've talked about many times is 100% true.
Yeah, we've talked about this in the past. It's honestly, living in the shadow of Kinn and the main family has probably damaged him a lot. But it's not just that. It's the fact that his father's constantly reminding him that he's in Kinn's shadow. He's like, why can't you be more like Kinn? Look at Kinn.
Yeah.
Kinn's in the main family. Kinn's doing this. And so that's definitely had an issue with him as well. Or it's put a lot on him as well.
Yes. So I'm going to point this out for my theory for the finale. This is more my happy ending theory that I'm going to point out. I don't know if it's probably not going to happen, but I'm pointing this out now. I would like both Korn and Gunn to die, and then Kinn and Vegas run the mafia, but there's no more main or minor family. It's just like them working together.
Okay.
Instead of having that competitiveness and that like overshadowing one another and like the constant rivalry there, it's more just them working together. Maybe like Vegas takes on some of the businesses and Kinn takes on the other half, and like they work more together than they are against each other.
Okay.
That's my happy ending theory. Don't think it's gonna happen, but I just know that's the dream right now. That's the dream. That is the dream. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna happen, but I'd still.
You never know. You never know.
Oh fuck. Okay. Then Pete tells Vegas that it's his choice, and then Vegas drops his bowl.
Oh no. Well, there goes the ramen. I wanted to eat that.
Yeah, the ramen looked pretty good. I had ramen earlier, actually.
And me too. Like literally, ramen's the best.
Oh!
I just had the carbonara ramen right now.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Ramen's the best.
So then Vegas grabs Pete's throat and says just because they had sex doesn't mean he can say whatever he wants, and he's still just his pet.
This is where it gets toxic. Da da da.
Pete says that a guy like you will never regret, and then Vegas pulls him off the bed and kind of like holds him up against the wall, and Pete starts like telling him to kill him. And Vegas pulls out a knife and puts it against Pete's throat and says he'll kill him as he wishes.
This scene is good. This scene is really good.
This scene is like super fucking emotional for me. This scene and like the continuation of the next part, but whatever. It's so fucking emotional, so fucking good, so like directed great, acted great, like lighting, like everything is so fucking good in this scene.
Hell yeah!
Like it gives me chills. I hate what's happening because there's like a lot of like very violent things, but like
technically it's a great scene.
It is, yeah. It is like a great scene. It's honestly like one of my favorite scenes. Like
it's really well done.
It hits everywhere. So good. Then Cancun comes in.
Yes, the genius of the family.
Yes, he comes in. Well, sort of.
The only one with a brain cell in this family.
Again, sort of.
Sort of.
Oh, sort of.
For the moment.
Yes. He comes into KinnPorsche's room and he says he had a dream that Pete is dead. And when Ken's like, no, he's fine. And Cancun's like, well, I checked in on him. I checked on his friends and his grandma, and they said he's not home. Mm-hmm. Cancun calls him stupid and says if anything happened to Pete, he'll never forgive them.
He was literally like, he went to the Minor family's house and didn't report back to you. Did you not find that weird? And I'm like, thank you.
That's literally what I've been saying. Like, at the end of episode 10, when that happened, I'm just like, you sent him to Vegas, who you think is like the biggest problem of them all, and you're just like, no, it's fine.
I'm sure he just fucked off somewhere. No! Come on! I'm oh god, no, I was literally screaming at my TV. I was like, how could you just think he's fine? Like, he didn't check back in with you about any of this. Where do you think he went?
Yeah. You know, it's funny, because earlier, I think it was Vegas or Towan or someone was talking about, like, how when Kin's brokenhearted, like, he can't really get his work done, and it's like, it brings down the major family. Honestly, when he's in a relationship,
he's a bit blind.
It goes back to the apple knife metaphor that Korn did earlier.
Yeah.
And it sucks that we're agreeing with him now, but it's kind of true.
It's true. It's kind of true.
Like, he got so fucking blinded by Porsche that he completely forgot about Pete, and it fucked up a lot.
It did fuck up quite a bit. Like, it fucked up quite a lot.
Again, I don't trust Korn. I don't want to be agreeing with him, but he did have a point there, and that's weird to say. Then Pete's like crying, and Vegas tells him that just because he's acting weak doesn't mean, but Pete cuts him off before he can finish, and tells Vegas to do it because he has nothing left, not even his humanity.
For real, like, I'm glad that they're touching on this. Like, he is, like, literally going through so much trauma at the moment, and they're not, like, backing away and being like, no, he's fine. No, he's not fine. He's not fine at all. This is all not fine.
Yeah. Pete tells him he feels useless and that he's always been useless and has never existed and has no feelings and has nothing left in him. And he says that he can't take himself anymore. And if he won't kill him, then he'll do it himself. And then he grips the knife.
Blade in hand as well.
Blade in hand. Vegas like jumps back as like Pete starts crying. Like, and like Vegas is like crying, apologizing to him. Blood is like pouring down Pete's hand because he's like gripping the blade so hard. Like,
every time anyone grips the blade of something to like stop it or to grab it, I'm always like, like, because I know that probably hurts so badly. It just that's like one of the specific like gory things that will make me cringe.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise,
oh really?
I'm usually like okay with blood and guts and stuff like that. But that right there, that's like that makes me squirm because I know that must hurt like fuck.
Yeah. Vegas says he gives up and that he's sorry, and he starts like begging Pete not to leave. And Pete tells him he's human and he has feelings, and Vegas asks if they can start over and tells him that he needs him. Pete wonders if he needs him for an emotional projection, like a pet with no feelings.
That's what he's been treating him like, kind of. So.
Vegas says no and takes a knife, and he like starts moving it down so it's like away from his like neck and face and everything, which is good. But then Pete like yells at him and is like, well, what about this? Like showing off the handcuffs and everything. And Vegas says okay. He says okay, he'll unhandcuff him. But he just wants him to promise him that he won't leave him like everyone else. And then Vegas kisses Pete and tells him to stay with him. And Pete grips like the other end of the handcuff, because apparently only one part is handcuffs. And uses that to punch Vegas in the face.
It had to be done. Honestly, like, you gotta agree with me there. It had to be done. He had to get out of there.
I definitely think this will, like, Pete needed to leave.
Yeah.
I do wish he went about it maybe different. Like, maybe if he did unhandcuff it and stay with him the night or something and then got the fuck out of there.
How else would he have gotten out of there? I don't think he would have gotten out of there if he stayed with him for another night. Because I think there would have been another way that he would have manipulated him into staying. I feel like he took his chance because that was the only chance he had. And he needed to get out of there. And if you want their relationship to survive, as many do apparently, I think it's best that he fucks off for a bit.
Then we're at Pete's funeral.
Not the funeral.
And Cancun's crying over Pete.
Yeah, of course.
Like, he also made these little, like, statues of everyone.
He did. I don't know if that's a thing, maybe in the culture or something like that. To, like, maybe not the faces on them or something, but...
That was weird, because I think it was Cancun, I forgot to write it down, but I think it was Cancun, Yok, Arm, and Pole. I think they were the only ones that were there.
Okay. Because he was like...
There was no KinnPorsche I saw.
He's like, go, these are your friends. Here you go.
Yeah.
Play with them in the afterlife.
Yeah, because it's funny, because he reaches over to his doll, and then he's like, oh, well, I'm actually a bit busy right now, so here, take Yok, take her, and, like, throws her in the fire, and then I think does Arm and Pole, too.
So, like...
Yeah, take them instead.
I love Cancun, honestly. Remember when you thought Cancun was Mole?
Still could be. There's one episode left.
You're right. You could totally be.
You don't know. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure if he was the mole. I just think he's, like, more just, like, there's, like, more, like, there's more to him than just a goofy older brother who just watches dramas and screams about fishes.
Is that still your thought after watching this scene?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, I'll be honest. But I have evidence for things later on that I'm gonna point out.
I'm very excited to hear it.
Yeah, then Pete does actually show up, and everyone's like freaks out because they think he's a ghost or a zombie or something.
I love how Porsche literally jumps on Kinn, like
he jumps on Kinn's back, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like that was such a fucking like Scooby Shaggy moment. It was great.
It reminds us that of like the episode where he was scared of all the ghost shit when he thought Tawan was a ghost that was haunting him. Like, yeah, he's still scared of ghosts. I'm not gonna lie, like that's part of his personality, and I like that they didn't forget that.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. You know how we were talking about the dick? Like the dick statue? The dick statue? The wooden dick?
Oh, the wooden dick, yes.
Yes, the one you throw at Kinn?
That's the one.
Yes. I believe it actually is used to warn off spirits.
Okay. I figured.
I remember looking this up.
I must have been, right?
Yes. They said use like that or like a carrot or some sort of like phallic shaped object.
Huh.
So anything that looks phallic can be used.
Interesting.
So, if you guys have a ghost problems...
Chuck a dildo at it.
Yeah, perfect. There, it'll go away.
Chuck a dildo at it.
Chuck a dildo at it.
Oh, God. This show.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's so serious at most parts, and then you have shit like Chuck a dildo at it.
Yeah, that's what I love about this show. It's so mature and, like... adult and very serious, but it also isn't afraid to be comedic and stupid and goofy at times. Very goofy, it's great. It had a very good mix.
It does. I like the mix.
I also love how when, like, they realize that he's, like, actually Pete and he's not a ghost or anything, they're, like, run towards him and hug him and he's, like, screaming. He's like, stop! Because he has all the fucking cuts and shit on him.
It's a
zombie! Then later, Porsche is, like, cleaning Pete's wounds in the bath.
Oh, this scene was good. This scene was good. Well acted.
Oh my god. So I literally wrote down, Pete smiles at Porsche, but it's one of those, like, fake I'm fine smiles, and you can tell right away. And Porsche, I think, even knows too. Like, you can tell
absolutely.
right away. Like,
the way he was, like, masking his pain like that was incredible. Like, it was really well acted. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, he's trying so hard to be like, no, I'm fine. And then you could just see that he wasn't fine. Because every 2 seconds, the smile would drop. Because he couldn't hold it. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Porsche is asking, like, what happened to him? And Pete's just like, oh, I fought a dog. And Porsche's like,
no, you didn't. No. Like, he knows.
Yeah. And then Pete asks, like, oh, was it the Miner family? And Pete says he really went home and he's still trying to, like, have a smile. Mm. And he just asked, like, that Porsche, like, please believe him and, like, stop asking him about it.
Yeah. You can't, because I feel like he knows that if Porsche asked him again, he wouldn't be able to hold back any tears or any, like, sadness or anything like that.
Yeah. And I think at this point, Pete is trying to protect Vegas. I don't think, despite everything that Vegas did and all that, I don't think he wants them to go after Vegas. I think he still cares about Vegas. I think he still wants what's best for him.
Yeah.
Because Pete now knows a lot of, like,
personal
Vegas's home life with his dad.
Yeah.
And, like, from what we saw from Korn so far, he hasn't done anything like that to his kids. So Kin probably doesn't know. Like, none of them probably know what Vegas goes through with that shit. Only Pete does. And so I think deep down he's trying to still, like, save him.
But Porsche's smart. Porsche figures it out anyway.
Yeah, Porsche's kind of just like, yeah, let's, like, he's like, okay, I'll leave it there, even though I know what happened.
Yeah. He can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're actually going to take a quick break, and then we will be back.
Woo! We'll be back in a second to talk about more shit.
About every summer, we meet for a trip.
Vacation has officially begun on Netflix.
To best enjoy your trip, we suggest the following itinerary.
I say we just wing it.
Wing it.
See where the wind takes us.
From best-selling author Emily Henry.
Are you guys like a thing?
Oh, no, we're just friends.
Platonic travel companions.
Comes your next favorite rom-com.
Who wants to go skinny dipping? Alex does.
Vacation, Alex!
I love it when you get weird.
People We Meet on Vacation. Now playing on Netflix. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
And we are back.
We're back
with more KinnPorsche episode 13.
Where did we leave off?
So, yeah. So we just talked about how Porsche doesn't really press Pete on the whole thing. And yeah, I actually forgot to mention this earlier before we went to break, but I'll bring this up now. I think someone commented. I want to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think someone is like, Pete, who always looks happy and smiley, is actually very broken inside. And when he says no one sees him who he really is, it's like every time he like smiling goofy up to this point, even before he got kidnapped by Vegas and everything, it's all kind of been like a fake thing. And people kind of like having him around because when he acts all smiling happy, they make him feel better. When in reality, Pete's more of just like not that
not
happy.
As happy as he seems.
Yeah. So I feel like it goes way deeper than just whatever happened with Vegas. I think there's a lot more there that we haven't really touched on.
It's just harder for him to hide his smile now because of what happened.
Yeah.
Or hide behind a smile now because of what happened. But it was easier for him before because he did it so often, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's sad. But also, unfortunately, very relatable for me.
Very relatable. Oh my god.
Yes.
I literally...
Yes, the amount of times I had fake smiles is more often than not.
Nearly every day of my life. I swear to God. Like, so often.
Yeah.
So, I found that extremely relatable. Like, too relatable.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're with Kim. And he calls Shay, but Shay declines his call.
Yeah.
Then Kim's texts Shay, and he blocks his number.
Damn. You really don't want to speak to...
No, he's mad.
He's very mad.
And then Kin finds a picture of Shay, and written on, it's like a Polaroid, and written on it says, "I love you the most. I'm so lucky to have you."
Oh, that's sad.
And then there are more pictures.
Yeah, he had like a bunch.
Yeah, the ones I think that were subtitled were one that said, "I miss you." One said, "Can I give you a hug?" And one said, "I want us to be together every day."
Oh.
So
honestly, he has it kind of shows that, like, although cute, Shay does have a very, like, innocent, like, mindset, because after all, he still is just, like, graduating high school. He just graduated high school.
yeah.
So, like, I mean, you can tell from, like, even the things he writes, like, they're very, like, "Can I hug you?" or "I want to see you every day." Like, it's very innocent.
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does remind you very much of where Shay is in life.
Yeah.
Although now I feel like he wouldn't say any of that anymore, even if it was to someone else other than Kim. Because he's kind of been damaged by all this.
Yeah, no, Shay grew up a lot in the past few episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since he got kidnapped by Tawan, I think, is when he kind of like was like, wow, maybe I should stop acting so innocent and actually learn things about the real world.
Yeah, I think that was the catalyst for all that.
Yeah. And then we get a flashback of Kim listening to Shay sing his like love song. Remember the love song he asked him to write way back when?
Mm-hmm.
He's performing that, and Kim's like listening to it, and Kim just gets up and leaves. Now, someone told me this in the comments. Someone said that the actor who plays Kim, I think his name is Jeff, he actually got up and left in character because he was feeling so emotional from the singing and just didn't want to like him to see him and all that. So I believe that was more of an improvised thing, and it worked, so they kept it.
Honestly, sometimes, like, as an actor, you probably do get so emotional that it kind of, like, blends yourself and the character kind of together, because, I mean, just from stuff that I've, like, watched, like, if I'm feeling sad about a show or something like that, I'll start to feel, like, sad about, like, something else happening in my life, and it all just melds together. So, like, if you're sad, it's not just your character that's sad. Sometimes it can be you as well. So it probably gets really emotionally intense for actors.
Yeah. And fun fact, there was actually a similar scene like that in Tharntype.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. You'll find out. I made sure to write down my notes, so.
Was it in the finale?
Yeah, within the episode 12 we were talking about.
Was this what you were talking about in the last podcast episode where you were like, there's a behind the scenes story on it?
There's that, and there's also another thing too that I'm gonna throw in. So.
Oh yay. I cannot wait to watch the episode again. Oh my gosh, because I'm watching it tomorrow to take notes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Because the last time I watched it, I was very stoned. But like, I was having a wonderful time.
It was great.
It was fantastic. Oh my god, I'm very excited. So, I can't wait for that.
Then we see Vegas, who is in the safe house, and Pete, who is in the compound. They're both just trying to eat, but they both keep crying to eat.
Yeah.
Which
again, a great scene. Like the parallels we're seeing.
It's so good, but it's so sad. Like it hurts.
I know. This episode has really well filmed scenes.
Cause like, especially because fucking like Vegas and Pete, like eating together was kind of their thing while they were together. Yeah. Like that was their big thing. Like,
now they're both crying over their food.
Yeah, because they're eating without the other, and I think deep down they miss each other, and it's sad. Then later, Porsche gets a call from someone who we don't know yet. Like, Kinn comes over, and Porsche hangs up, and he says it was just the insurance company.
Yeah, sure.
The biggest fucking lie I've ever heard. The
most obvious lie I've ever heard.
Well, he actually did it very well. Like, the way he said it was very, like, confident. Like, yeah, no, this was just the insurance company. But
yeah,
just saying the
he's
insurance
like kind of good at lying, but like also the subject of the lies is very obvious.
You literally
like,
could have just said Shay.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, Shay. Like.
That's no problem there. Like, dude, come on. Like, because he's like very good at like lying itself. Like, he's just like, oh yeah, I was just doing this. But the problem is if you're saying like, it's like saying like, oh, where have you been? Like, if you're in a relationship or something like that. Instead of saying, just out with my friends, it's saying, you know, I got on a NASA spaceship for the day. Like, but saying it really convincingly.
Yeah.
You know? It's like that. Just say Shay, and then that'd be better.
Yeah. Then Porsche tells Kinn that he wants to take Pete out to Yuck's to try to cheer him up. And Kinn's like, yeah, okay. Like, you can do that.
To the bar, where we can drink our sorrows away.
Well, okay, so while we're at the bar.
Yes.
I said this my reaction, and I'll say it again. I don't think this is what Pete needed.
I don't think this was the right call. But I think Cancun only just knows how to party.
I mean, yeah, and like Cancun's happy to throw a party and like celebrate. And again, you can see like when Cancun brings up, oh yeah, we're happy to have Pete back. Again, Pete does his little like fake smile. He's like, yeah, happy. And then like the second Cancun turns around, you can see him just like his face drop, and he's just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. This is probably not what he needed. Like, you don't have a brush with that, a very traumatic experience, and someone goes, well then let's go out to have a drink and party with our friends to celebrate the way you're back. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That is not what I want to do. I want to sit in, I want to eat, and I want to sit on my couch and binge watch something. That's like, I don't want to party. Like, I'm not in the mood.
To be fair, Pete couldn't even eat because he was crying. So like.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So bar was probably not the right call.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But the reason Porsche wanted to bring Pete there was because he was meeting Vegas, who was on the phone call with him.
Yeah. Honestly, when I first watched this, I was like, Porsche, why would you listen to him and bring Pete? Why would you do that? I was so upset.
So he goes over to meet Vegas. He punches him once and says that was for Tawan. And then again and says that was for Pete.
Heck yes, go Porsche.
So I get the Pete one. The Tawan one, I'm pretty sure Porsche is kind of glad he's out of the picture.
I mean, of course he's glad he's out of the picture, but with everything that happened because of Tawan, punch him. Deserved.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
fair.
His brother was kidnapped, and
that was not Vegas' fault. We've been over this. That was not Vegas' fault.
Big was killed.
Again, not Vegas' fault. That was Tawan.
Yes, but why was Tawan doing all this?
Tawan stepped out of line.
Okay,
we've been over this.
But why?
There was a plan. There was a plan, and Tawan didn't follow the plan, and he stepped out of line. He captured Shay, which led him to the whole warehouse thing, where Big was, and then Tawan shot Big.
And whose plan was he not following?
He was not following Vegas' plan, because if he was, it would have worked.
Okay, but the point is, he's doing all this for Vegas, so
but he
that
stepped
was justified.
Out of line.
I don't care, it's justified.
It's not justified! He's still stepped out of line! Tawan's dead, who cares? No one gives a shit about him.
Absolutely, no one gives a shit about Tawan, but like, obviously it came from Vegas, just like.
Not the kidnapping Shay and not killing Big.
It started because of Vegas.
Okay, if you want to go there, it started because of fucking Kinn not telling Porsche about the whole plan!
It's like the How I Met Your Mother episode where they try and trace back why they missed their flight, and it's because of a penny on the subway. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, we weren't here because we were late up at night at this wedding dress shop. Why were we at the wedding dress shop? Oh, because we had lunch on the other side of the thing, because we found this penny on the subway. If you trace it all the way back, it's probably God's fault.
Well, okay, to be fair, it probably ends up going to be like Korn and Gunn's fault. Like, let's be honest. Everything is really their fault.
Okay. But, like,
anyway.
just say.
I'm just saying. Anyway, after the punches, Porsche shows Vegas a picture that Uncle gave him. And this is when Porsche says he doesn't trust Vegas, but he can't trust anyone in the main family, and he knows that Vegas can't be bought by them.
Yeah, that was the good line I liked.
Yes.
That he knows that Vegas is the only one that can be bought by them, and I was like, I 100% agree. I mean, I may not like Vegas that much, but like, I agree, 100%.
Then Vegas says he knows nothing, and he also says he thinks Kinn doesn't know anything either.
Yeah, which I appreciate.
I think this is definitely gonna, like, this is Vegas' like turnaround where he's not so much after Kinn anymore. I don't think he's trying to take him down. I think, and he's also not trying to break them up by saying this. And he says something later on too about Kinn that is another like pro, where you kind of see Vegas isn't trying to fuck with Kinn anymore. He's more just like, I think Pete really got to him and he kind of stopped trying to take over Kinn and everything, and I think he's trying to do his own thing. Which I like. Porsche says he can't reach his uncle, but Vegas says that he can help him with that, and he can give him the money and everything and bring him up. Porsche asks why he would help him, and Vegas says this isn't the first time he's seen a picture of his mother, because his dad has one in his office.
Ooh.
So my first theory was some weird love triangle thing with Porsche's mom, Kinn's dad, and Vegas's dad.
So
I was like,
that
what the
fuck? Didn't pan out for you, did it?
I mean, no, it didn't. But it was also, I'm glad, but also I'm not glad for what actually happened, because it borderline becomes the same thing. Then Vegas asks about his request, and Porsche says he brought Pete here, but if he does anything to him, that they will meet again.
Yeah, for real. I do appreciate that he said that, but I also am like, Porsche, come on, why are you working with the guy who kidnapped Pete?
Porsche literally sold out Pete for info on his parents.
Yeah, he literally fucking did. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Like, and here's the thing. I love Vegas, so I don't really give a shit about it, but I'm just saying, on Porsche's part,
not cool.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, no, I was like, come on, man.
It wasn't great to reach out to your, like, best friend's kidnapper and bring him to meet him again for info on your parents.
Yeah, I feel like we should not have done that, Porsche. That was a bad thing. Bad thing.
Although it does lead to an amazing scene that we're about to get to.
Oh, yes, so another great scene.
It makes up. Pete's outside trying to smoke, and Vegas gives him a lighter. And Pete pulls his gun on Vegas, and Vegas, like, hands up, steps back. He's like, okay.
I fucking would've. Yeah, like, for real, I would've pulled my gun. If I used guns, but I do.
If I used guns, I would've pulled it.
But if I did, I would've pulled it. Protect first, ask questions later.
Yeah. Well, no, but...
Well, no. I don't mean pull trigger first, ask questions later. I mean protect. So, like, if someone was coming after me that had kidnapped me before, I'd protect myself first and ask questions later. I wouldn't just stand there and be like, hey, what are you doing here? No, I'm gonna protect myself first.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't shoot first at all. I'm not a gun person. But, like, I don't like them. Literally, I hear them all the fucking time at night here, because people go hunting at night for some reason. Bet. Oh my god. Like, every time I'm going to bed, I hear guns, and I'm like, oh, I hate it here. So, that sucks, but no. If my kid never walked up to me, I'd be like, no, we're gonna have some issues.
Then Vegas grabs the gun and kind of, like, pins Pete up against a pillar. So the gun wasn't really that effective. Then, didn't it? Yeah. And Vegas apologizes to Pete, and Pete tells him to get off, to get out of his life before he does, like, a reverse headbutt where he, like, bangs his head back. And then he aims his gun again at Vegas. And then Vegas asks if he's going to shoot him. And he walks closer to the gun until he, like, grabs it and literally, like, puts it to his chest. And asks why won't he shoot it if he wants him to disappear so badly.
He knows he won't.
I don't know. I think he knows he won't, but I think Vegas also wouldn't have minded if he did.
Yeah, oh no, I feel that. Vegas is a severely damaged person. Both of them kind of are. So,
like, this is literally essentially the reverse of the earlier Vegas Pete scene. They're both super fucked up right now.
Yeah.
And they both
the feelings are all over the fucking place. Like every feeling in the book.
These fucking scenes hit so fucking hard when I was watching this.
They
like
do.
it's so good. Like, I mean, it's so bad, but it's so good. Like,
yeah, it's like you cannot take your eyes off of it. Like, you're so like entranced by these scenes. Like, it's so interesting because I was sitting here when I was watching it for the first time. I was just like silent, just staring at my screen. I was like, I'm holding my breath. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's so intriguing to watch.
Yeah. And then Vegas like yells at Pete to shoot him. Like, he like screams to shoot him. And then Pete starts crying. Like,
yeah. Because he can't do it.
He can't do it.
That
and
also
Vegas...
kind of brings me back to Not Me with Black and Todd. They can't kill each other.
Okay, those are two very different situations.
I would like to point it out, though, because you were immediately like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but this is slightly similar.
Okay, that difference is they have some sort of, like, real history. Black and Todd were just friends, and it was like, Black and Todd didn't want to kill each other because they were friends first. Vegas and Pete don't want to kill each other because they have some sort of, like, sexual history.
If that's the reason why, okay. Like, I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Agree to disagree.
Okay, fine. I'll agree to disagree on that. Then Vegas says Pete can't do it, and he knows why. Vegas then hugs Pete as he cries, and the two, like, crouch down to the ground, and Vegas apologizes again. And it's, like, a very, like, soft scene from, like, literally, like, 2 seconds ago with, like, guns and, like, kill me and all.
Yeah.
Like, to this, like, I'm sorry, and, like, hugging you, and, like...
Their scenes are very, like, roller coastery.
Oh my god, these two are gonna be the death of me. Literally, in the final episode, these two are gonna, like, fucking kill me.
I cannot wait to watch your freaking...
I'm gonna literally, like, have, like, a fucking stroke on my camera because of these two. It's gonna be great.
I literally, because the last text I received from you for this episode, or the first one I received from you, was just, what the fuck was that? So I'm really excited to get, like, another oh my fucking god for this one.
Oh my, well, the thing is, though, since I do reactions, you'll wait until after I've already watched it, so I won't be able to text you during it, like, I'll be like...
Oh, heck no, I'm very excited to watch your reaction. I am pumped.
I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I still can't believe I'm doing, like, in literally, like, when we're done with this. Like, I'm so excited.
You're like, there's no way I'm waiting a week. We have to do it.
I was so stressed. Like, I'm still so stressed. Like, that's why I need to watch it. I just need to know, like, so I can, like, live, like, know what happened and I can move. Like, if bad stuff happens, I can learn to, like, okay, like, learn to move on and grow and, like, you know, live with that. Or, like, if good things happen, I can just be like, okay, all of that stress can go away. You know, like, I just need to know. I can't spend a fucking week at work stressing over this. Like, oh shit, like, what's gonna happen to Vegas? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, freaking out. God. Like, I won't get anything done.
I mean, I'm watching, tomorrow night, I'm watching the last episode, or, like, the epilogue for Tharn Type, so I'm very excited about that. But
yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Tharn Type is already...
I technically got my finale already.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say, like, Tharn Type kind of already ended for you. Like, the epilogue, although I will say, the epilogue has my favorite scene, in it, and I'm curious to see if you can point it out. But,
okay.
Yeah, no, like, the epilogue, if you never watched that, you wouldn't miss anything. Like, there's, like, it's one of those things where, like, it's just, like, an epilogue, oh, here they are now, like, happy, fluffy, kind of cutesy.
An hour of happy, fluffy? I'm so excited. Hour and a half of happy, fluffy, that's even better.
Yeah. Where, for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, no, literally, I left off on a disgusting cliffhanger, and I need to know what the fuck happened. I need to know who's gonna die, who's gonna live. Like, I'm just, like, freaking the fuck out.
Because I knew when I saw that cliffhanger, I knew when we did the last podcast episode, I was like, I knew what the cliffhanger was gonna be in the next one, and I was like, oh, fuck, you're gonna have a tough time.
Oh, okay. Anyway, someone comes out and, like, interrupts Vegas and Pete, so Vegas, like, gets up and leaves immediately. He's like, I'm gonna leave. This is when Kinn tells Porsche that he's taking him somewhere to meet someone.
Oh.
And then they go to Porsche's parents' grave, which I first thought would be Kinn's mother's grave. Because Kinn's like, oh, I want you to meet someone.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of him meeting
Porsche's parents.
Someone.
Yeah, it's more Kinn meeting his parents, yeah.
Yeah.
But a nice gesture, nonetheless.
Yeah, it was still sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, Porsche introduces Kinn to his parents, as his boss, and then eventually the one he loves.
No.
Kin tells the grave that Porsche is very stubborn. And he explains that the reason he's able to live in this life he has is because Porsche is by his side. And Porsche says that was cheesy, which it was.
Very cheesy, but very romantic.
Yeah. And then Kin takes Porsche's hands and promise no matter what happens, he'll never let go of Porsche's hands. And yeah.
It's when relationships get into this area where I'm like, y'all are too mushy. Like, I love y'all, and this is so romantic, but, like, can we skip? Like, this is the point of relationships where I'm like, it's so cute, but, like, the mush is starting to make me go, okay, too much. Like,
yeah. No, I definitely felt that. Especially rewatching this with the cliffhanger of this episode.
Yeah.
Made things very uncomfortable, especially the next thing we're going to talk about. Which is the pool scene. I see the pool now.
Oh, we see the pool! I know, you literally, I was watching it, and when the pool came into view and he, like, got in it, I was waiting for you, and then you went, oh, so is this the pool? I was like, yeah! You found the pool! That is also the pool that Todd tried to drown Black in.
Yeah, good times.
It's the same pool, good times.
Damn, that pool sees a lot.
That pool has seen a lot of action.
That pool has seen a lot of things!
Good and bad.
Yeah, so Kin and Porsche have sex in the pool.
Yeah, pool sex.
Yeah.
Garden variety.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all that happens there. I'm not going into that for the sole purpose of the ending kind of made all this uncomfortable now. So we're going to skip this. And yeah, that's why I'm not going into it that much and we're just moving on because the cliffhanger left me uncomfortable. So we're moving on. We're skipping that. Do you want to? Look, if you want to, I will gladly sit and listen I've done with you. Okay.
I'm good. I barely even rewatched it because I was at work and I couldn't, so.
Right. Okay. Then that night, Porsche gets a text from Vegas saying he found Uncle. And then Kin wakes up the next morning and finds a note that says, there's something I need to find an answer to. I'll come back soon. Love you. Smiley face, Porsche.
Damn.
And then we see that Porsche wakes up Shay and gets him to leave too.
Shay with him, yeah. Which means like very intense situation if he's taking his little brother with him. He's like, no, you're coming too. We're both out of here.
Yeah. Tenkun, and then later Tenkun starts running out of the compound screaming about like Porsche and Shay leaving. Right as Kim shows up and he's like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Like,
it's like, Shay, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he's like, oh, do you, what? What happened to him?
Say Shay?
And then they fill him in. And Kim starts to leave, but then he gets called to see his father, so he goes sees him instead. Then Vegas and Porsche arrive at a temple where Uncle is. And Vegas asks where Shay is. And Porsche says he's with someone he trusts.
Yeah.
And then I think Vegas is like, oh, is that Yuck?
I'm assuming it's Yuck.
Yeah. And Vegas tells Porsche not to worry because Kin won't do Shay any harm.
Yeah, no.
Which is another time Vegas is like saying, hey, don't worry about Kin. Like, he's not gonna like do anything bad to Shay. Like, so that's the second time where Vegas
he might hate him, but he knows he wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Then they find Uncle and they give him the bag of money. And this is when Uncle tells Porsche his parents didn't die in a car crash. It was that they were shot.
They were shot. Dun, dun, dun.
Porsche says, like, that's bullshit because he was in that car, and Uncle tells him that Porsche believed whatever he told him.
I find that very interesting. Because I like psychological shit like that, I find it very interesting that the human brain can do that. Like as a kid, he was so traumatized that once his uncle said, you were in a car with your parents, it crashed, that his brain was immediately like, must have happened. Because he was so traumatized that anything would have stuck, except for the truth. So I find that very interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Porsche really remembers being in the car. I think he remembers uncle telling him he was in the car.
Yeah.
And then maybe he made his own memory of him actually being in the car. Like, maybe he's like, oh yeah, I remember driving down, passing that street before the car crash or whatever.
Yep. Brain will do a lot of interesting shit.
Yeah. But Porsche says he went to the person who killed his parents because Korn gave him the address, and Uncle says that man was just a scapegoat.
And we have no idea who he was otherwise. Like, zero clue.
Yeah, I'm sure it was just some random person. Like,
this poor guy that Korn sent them to kill. What was he? Who was he? Like, did he just go, oh, here's a picture of a dude? Go kill him.
Porsche asks why he would do that, and Uncle explains that the person who shot his parents were... And then he gets shot and dies.
Yes, and then he's gone.
Yes.
And at first, when I was watching this, I honestly thought Kinn did it. I didn't want to, but I thought Kinn did it.
I thought that too, but literally in the next scene with Korn, someone is calling him saying, yeah, no, it's done. Like, Uncle's dead.
2 seconds later, he was like, it's all done. And I was like, oh, thank fuck, it wasn't Kinn.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, why would you do that, Kinn? And I was like, oh, wait, no, it's not Kinn. It's not Kinn.
You know, I was too. I was like, oh, shit. And then Porsche has a memory of him hiding, like, of himself hiding in a cupboard, and he's witnessing his dad talking with Korn and Gunn, and the dad says, and I quote, "You're asking me to let my wife go back to your fucking family? Your evil runs in your blood." And that's when gunshot and dad dies.
Dad's on the floor.
Yep. Then Kinn and Pete start running over to them, and Vegas helps Porsche up, and the two drive away on the bike. Away from Kinn and Pete. Then this is when Korn gets a call saying, yeah, Uncle's dead, we got it. And he's like, okay, where's Porsche? And the person says, oh yeah, he ran off. Then Korn starts playing the piano. Like, just nice little melody. And then...
just had someone killed.
Yeah. And then Porsche comes over, points a gun to his head, you know, typical.
Typical mafia shit.
And then Porsche says his parents were shot by you. And Korn says he's wrong, and Porsche asks why he's still lying. And Korn asks why would he do that since Nampung,
I think.
Nampung was his sister.
Dun dun dun! I was like waiting for that too. Like right in that moment, I was like, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" And then he did it. I was like, "No! Why would you do that?"
Yeah. So, because I was thinking something like this would happen too. Like there was some sort of relativeness in there, but I thought that she was gonna be like Gunn's wife and end up being like Vegas's mom, and then it's like revealed that Kinn's actually, or Porsche's actually like Kinn's half brother or full brother even. I don't know, like some sort of like relative there. Which still he as of right now Porsche's Kinn's cousin. Still
as of right now, Porsche's Kinn's
which is why we skipped the pool scene and
which is why we're not talking.
We don't need to talk about that. However, I do have a theory on this whole thing. And I said this in my reaction a bit, and I'll say now because I have evidence. Okay. So I think that Porsche's mom was adopted into the family.
Okay.
And if that was the case, I could be okay with Porsche and Kinn because one, they wouldn't be related by blood.
Yeah.
And they didn't grow up as like family. Yeah.
As long as you don't grow up together and you're not related, it's not as bad.
It's fine. It's honestly I don't really care. Like it's null and void to me. But and the reason I say she was adopted is because going back to the quote that Porsche's dad said, you're asking me to let my wife go back to your family. Your evil runs in your blood. If she was their blood relative, wouldn't it run in her blood too?
That's a very good point. So
the fact that he says it and he says it like that too, to point at like, I don't know. I think
like that. That's some good evidence you got there. I like it.
I remember I saw that. I'm like, wait, and because my adoption theory was something I had like right after the episode, And then when I saw that again, I'm like, evidence. So yeah, so that's my evidence going into that. I believe that Porsche's mom was adopted into the family, which therefore makes the whole KinnPorsche relationship completely fine. Also, on another note, makes the Kim-Shay relationship also fine too, because it literally destroys 2 relationships by having them be cousins, if not.
Yeah, it just destroys 2 already.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my thoughts going into that. I also think that this show's smart enough to not pull a cousin relativeness thing.
Yeah.
I think they're smart enough to do that. So
this show has been one of the more like forward-thinking, like serious ones. So I feel like that's something maybe they wouldn't do. It doesn't feel in line with their decisions.
No, yeah, like the show has been very mature and very like good with a lot of things, despite having a lot of toxic stuff. They're very good of how to go with that. Yes, good writing. Yeah, so I just it wouldn't make sense for them to do that. Yeah, so that's my adoption theory.
So if you believe she was adopted, why are we scared to talk about the pool scene, Billy?
Because I don't want to be proven wrong, and then and then I'm like, I don't want to be. I'm already upset that I talked about it in depth in the first 2 times it happened. It already makes me comfortable with that.
Now I've got into depth with this.
Yeah, like I already went into depth with 2 times. I can go back and fix that. I can fix this one, and just because if I end up being wrong, I don't want to, like. Because if I went into depth knowing this information, that would just be weird.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, I have a line, and incest is that line.
Believe it or not, I have a line. Well, I am super excited to watch your reaction to the next episode. As I said in a previous podcast episode, it's one of the best finales I've ever watched.
Yes,
it kept me engaged the entire time. It's really incredible, dude. I freaking loved it. Like, I don't know how you'll feel about it, but I was obsessed with that finale.
Okay, I'm so excited to know, just so I can, like, know everything, and, like, honestly, as soon as I'm done with it, I'm gonna fucking go and, like, I can watch all sorts of, like, cast interviews, I can watch, like, behind the scenes, I can watch so many things I haven't been able to with fear of spoilers or anything. So I'm gonna do a shit ton of that. What?
So that you know, there's an end credit scene.
Someone told me that I was gonna bring it up. I was gonna be like, I know there's an end credit scene.
There's an end credit scene. You don't want to miss that.
Someone said it was important. I'm like,
yeah, it's very important. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Oh my god. Okay, so as excited as I am, I'm also super fucking like nervous.
Okay, so let's poll here. Do you think anyone's gonna die, and if so, who?
I think everyone's gonna die. Like, I don't like. Okay. In all seriousness, I do believe someone's gonna die, and I think it's gonna be a bigger character. Right now, I think the biggest character to die was Big, and he wasn't even that big of a character. Like Big and Ken, they were kind of like more to the side.
Yeah.
Like
Tawan was more of a villain.
Yeah, I could definitely see either like someone from the main 6, possibly Cancun, or like I'm hoping. Both dads die. Corn and Gunn. I'm hoping they die. Like, I'm just like... Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. My biggest fear is Vegas. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. Like, and I got so fucking attached where, like, I have literally, like, been, like, almost, like, crying thinking about him dying. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Hold your breath.
Stop! Oh my god!
I'm gonna give you one more. Hold your breath.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what that means. I need to breathe to watch this.
I know. I'm not allowed to tell you what it means. That's the problem.
I know. God, I don't. Like, okay, I'll be honest. If Vegas died, I'm literally gonna break down crying. So if anyone wants to see that, enjoy. But like,
watch the whole episode. Don't stop it when like something bad happens or something.
I will watch it through. I might need to pause and take a breather, but I will watch the whole thing through in my reaction. Like, I'm not stepping aside and taking a break. I'm watching in the moment. It'll be better that way. But I'm also scared Pete's gonna die too. Pete's another one that's up there.
I've been having a very hard time holding back from saying shit. Like, there have been multiple things you've said in this episode of the podcast where I've been like, I want to say something so badly, but I can't.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no. So Vegas is my number 1 because I feel like Vegas could be like the quote-unquote redemption arc sacrifice, and like which I don't want. I don't want him to die. I'll be honest. I will fucking cry, bawl my eyes out crying if he does. Like, Pete, I don't want to die either. Pete is like Like, he's so... I don't want Pete to die either. I don't think Shay's gonna die. I feel like Shay's too out of the loop to die.
Yeah, and we already had a whole thing with him being kidnapped.
Yeah, I honestly, he might just be a yuckster the whole time, and then Kim's gonna come in and be like, "Hey, I love you," and he's like, "Oh, I love you too," and then they'll like be happy together. I could see that just happening with them, and then never hear from them again. Kim, if Kim dies, it's gonna be after he tells Shay he loves him or something. I could see that. And I'll be honest, I'm not as worried about KinnPorsche as I was earlier in this podcast.
Yeah, I know you were way worried earlier in this about KinnPorsche dying. We both were. We were like, what if KinnPorsche died? But now that the episode's progressed, I feel like less worried about that. I felt
so someone pointed this out, but like up until episode like 10, like from like episode 11, 12, 13, and I'm assuming maybe even 14 too, KinnPorsche have kind of been like more in the background, where Vegas and Pete were kind of the more like forefront.
Yeah, now that KinnPorsche have like more of established relationship and are doing coupley things, it's not as at the forefront as a will they won't they relationship.
Like with Vegas and Pete, and even Kim and Shay too. They've been getting way more screen time since then too. But
they're just like, they're established, they're there, but this is like where we are now, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm not that worried about KinnPorsche. Like, I feel, don't get me wrong, I would be devastated if one of them or both of them dies.
Yeah.
But I don't, right now, I don't see it.
Yeah, I agree. At that point, I didn't see either, so.
Because I'll be honest, I think there could be a season 2. And
I would love it if there was a season 2. Oh my gosh.
I think in order to have a season 2, the only people you can bring back and have be alive are KinnPorsche. So, I haven't heard anything about season 2 or anything, but I'm just saying, I think with the show's popularity and the fact that they're going on a fucking world tour, which, how many other BL shows have done that?
I don't know of many, dude. Are there any other ones?
I don't know if any, that's the thing. So I'm thinking, because of the show's popularity, they could pull out a second season, and if they need to do that, both KinnPorsche have to be there, otherwise they need to change it.
You can't have KinnPorsche unless you have KinnPorsche.
Yeah. Unless they pull like one of them gets shot off a cliff and it looks like they die, and then the end credit scene is one of them like climbing back up, which I think is actually going to happen with Vegas. I don't know why.
Let's say Kin dies, then it's just Porsche. The series.
Yeah, so I'm not that worried about KinnPorsche. Again, Vegas and Pete are my two biggest worries.
Yeah.
And I've talked about how emotional they got me this fucking episode, and it's going to hit again this time too. Like, I don't know. Corn and Gun, I'm honestly hoping both of them die.
I will say this. There's also something in the finale that's kind of confusing. So try to wrap your mind around it. I'm going to have to rewatch it and try to wrap my mind around it because I still don't know fully what happened.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to rewatch it to understand what fully happened. So you're going to have to pay attention to the storyline parts.
Also, I'm sure whatever I miss or I'm confused about, people will comment being like, oh, hey, this is what this meant, and like, fill me in, and then I can be like, okay, good.
Enlighten me too, because I have no fucking idea at the moment.
Yeah. So if you're listening, obviously fill me in on what I miss and stuff, because I will know nothing. Again, Vegas and Pete are my biggest worries, and they're the ones that are going to hit the most for me if, like, something happens to them.
Oh, so, yeah, I know. You will be a mess.
Honestly, even talking about it, like, a week later, I will be a fucking mess. Like, I was like... I could be crying on the podcast. You don't even fucking know.
You'll open the podcast with, fuck this show!
Oh my god, it'll just be a big, long groan at the beginning. Just like, oh god. Okay. Is that the end?
I think we got it, and you're about to turn it on too, which is very exciting.
Oh no, guys! Oh god, help me! Help me! Hold my hand!
I'm just excited to watch it, like, for real.
That's the thing. So I'm not excited. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm very like, but I need to do this now because otherwise I can't stay like this all week.
For real.
I'm gonna go insane. Like, okay.
It's gonna be so good.
Well, everyone, that's been KinnPorsche episode 13.
Yep. Take a deep breath, everyone. Hold your breath.
God, I'm gonna like suffocate. I'm gonna be like choking on the fucking
This episode,
reaction.
Yeah, you fucking will.
Okay, yes, but that was episode 13. I am about to watch the finale. Oh God, like fucking pray for me or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. Just like fucking virtually hold my hand while I watch this because I'm gonna need all the support. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
Oh fuck! I don't want you to say that. I didn't want you to agree with me.
Just because it's a roller coaster of fucking. It's a roller coaster again. About like how we were talking about like Pete and his smile shit is roller coastery. It's like that, but in episode form, and
God,
everyone's involved.
God, I'm gonna like cry. I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna do like 10 different things
all of those sound plausible, not gonna lie to you.
Oh my god! God damn it! I'm gonna God! Okay, well, no time like the present, so... Yeah, we're gonna end this now, and again, by the time you're listening to this, my reaction should be up. If you haven't already seen it, you definitely should.
Good luck.
I haven't even recorded it yet, but I'm sure you're gonna want to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so... We will see you next week when we will actually talk about episode 14. I might be dead by then from all the emotions, so...
Oh, yeah.
It might just be Emma, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll just be like, are you good?
It might just be a solo podcast with her, because I'll be like fucking like having like crying the whole time.
It'll be me trying
like...
to remember the episode all the way through, and Billy just being like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, we will see you guys next week, and...
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go watch it now, so...
Good luck.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.